Yelena Belova made her intentions against Clint Barton apparent. After her mask is removed, she is uncommonly stoic, offering just a shake of the head in the direction of the arrow pointed at her head by Kate Bishop. The presence of Florence Pugh is unsurprising, since the Black Widow end credit sequence places Yelena on a collision course with the man she believes is responsible for her sister's death. But Yelena's deadpan delivery doesn't show until she sits down for an all-American supper with the young woman who could have took the shot. Pugh and Haley Steinfeld's ability to sell the humor and strike the emotional points in Hawkeye Episode 5 is highlighted by their shared macaroni supper. Marvel has a new potentially unstoppable duo on their hands. Hawkeye is a symbol of optimism and heroism for Kate, who found consolation in him when her father died. Learning to imitate him was a coping method that also provided her with a sense of control. On the other hand, Yelena's rage has been weaponized and focused specifically towards Clint. In the Black Widow end credit scene, Valentina places a target on his back, and Ronan reveals that Kingpin and Kate's mother are the ones pulling the strings. At least, that's what Yelena thinks her mission source is. Despite their opposite viewpoints, boxed macaroni is a comfort dish that pulls forth the humor and tragedy engulfing both individuals. Yelena's lack of limits is reinforced by this initial back and forth in Kate's burned-out shell. When Kate points out that she tried to murder her, she doesn't find anything strange about making this food and gives a false, horrified face. She not only defends herself against the accusation, but she also makes some remarks. She doesn't mind the burn decor, but she is surprised that Kate only has one fork and remarks that her takeaway utensils are not cutlery. Nothing convinces Kate more than the reality that if Yelena planned to kill her, she would already be dead. Following the first macaroni banter and a short check-in with Clint, Bert and Bertie smartly spend the next 7 minutes demonstrating how skillfully Pugh and Steinfeld can swing between the scene's innate humor and the emotional reserve that powers both characters. Between bites of delicious spaghetti, Yelena exclaims that she is visiting New York for the first time, and that her time is restricted owing to the professional nature of the trip. She wants to see the Empire State Building, the new and improved Statue of Liberty, and Rockefeller Center, to name a few. Kate isn't sure how to react to Yelena's enthusiasm, which she initially misinterprets as false, but Yelena adores American Christmases after all, she grew up here. This is one of the best two-handers I've ever seen. It elicits emotional responses while also pointing to the bigger question of who hired Yelena and utilized her sadness as a weapon. With the dynamic exhibited during the macaroni scene, Yelena has taken on the role of an elder sister in certain ways. Pugh and Steinfeld expertly balance comedy and sorrow. They are both Oscar nominees, after all, giving the material weight and unforced appeal. Before next week's finale, there are still a lot of unanswered mysteries, but it's evident that Kate and Yelena are relationship material, even if they come from two different worlds.